Hello everyone, Sharpeter43 once again bringing you all part 2 of our session with Sonic Riders. In this part we're going to actually be going through the Babylon story in story mode. Since last session we actually went through, what's it called? The hero story. So we're gonna, oh no, not normal race, story mode obviously, because that's what this is all about. Now, let's see. Okay, so what's the difference between hero story and Babylon if they're supposedly the same story? Well, here we go. As you can see, we're riding here on this this blimp looking thing, and as you can see, there's Jet looking at that one cube from earlier in the last story mode.
Storm, at least learn to knock before entering a room.
Notice how all these characters are interacting now, as opposed to seeing that earlier scene from the hero story where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were all looking for that Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, that's when I took over things for my father.
So is this the key to the fabled Babylon?
I don't know if these guys even had a Chaos Emerald at the time. Like, I don't know if they had a Chaos Emerald during this exchange here. But yeah. But if they didn't, then the very obvious answer to how they even got their hands on a Chaos Emerald is probably gonna be through what's his face? You'll see right here.
Remember the teachings of our ancestors. Be careful what you ask.
I swear, Storm sounds so damn funny.
3 true wishes.
Oh, be quiet.
Although Jet doesn't really seem
Why'd you
amused.
burst in here anyway?
Well, an egghead, egg salad? No.
Someone
Egg
called
salad.
Eggman wants to speak to you.
He told me that he has an
Damn, did he crack her neck or some shit?
Stop.
I heard that.
Knock it off.
It was like, I was like, bruh.
Am I
Anyways,
anything?
digression aside, yeah, Eggman here.
You wanted to see me?
Are you Jet, the legendary rogue? Your reputation precedes you. I've heard so much about your
See, this is why I was saying that Eggman was not the one who created the whole racing with extreme gear you know, craze. It was the Babylon rogues, because they were the ones that were possessors of extreme gear in the first place.
What's this key?
But what Eggman set up was the World Grand Prix, which is the main like attraction, I guess you can say, to this game. I don't know, something like that. But yeah. Okay, and here's that main premise that we did last time.
So let me get this straight. We just need to collect all these Chaos Emeralds, right?
Yep. And he doesn't have any at the moment, it seems.
You really think so, eh?
What do you mean? Are you saying the Babylon rogues incapable of stealing some puny emerald?
Assuming they haven't yet.
No, of course not. But have you seen this character before?
I like how he says character.
He's called Sonic and said to be the fastest creature on Earth. I've had many dreadful encounters with this.
Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic Adventure. I never played that game, but still I know that they Eggman's in that game.
With me and my extreme gear, he's just a joke.
Yeah, but truth be told, it's not that that serious. Show Sonic what you're made of. Okay, I will. So as you can see, we're gonna be racing on what is supposed to be like a quote-unquote remix of this damn the first track from the last adventure mode, or the last story. Like, I don't know how to say it, but you know, it's supposed to be the same track, but kind of like mixed up and changed a little bit differently, kind of making it its own like racetrack, like making it a different one from what the original was. But it's essentially a counterpart to that, and it's supposed to be based, like its design is supposed to be based on the race that they had in that one cutscene where Sonic was following Jet to see what was his deal, basically, with the whole possessing a Chaos Emerald and whatnot. Okay, something was bugging me earlier. Okay, so I have to show Sonic what I'm made of. He can't keep up with me. Somewhere in this race, he says, not bad. And then does some funny things and then says, you're supposed to be the fastest thing alive. Perhaps. Well, he is, but you know, just not in extreme gear. On extreme gear, like the extreme gear, if we're applying competition, it's supposed to be the equalizer, so that Sonic isn't too busted, you know, because if he really wanted to, or if there were like no actual rules that say you have to use the extreme gear to actually race, Sonic would just smoke the hell out of everybody. And I wanted to go on the ramp and I couldn't because fucking police cars get in the way. Thankfully, they didn't give me a ticket though, so that's good. Ah, shit. Gotta get into those air pits since I can't seem to get any like rings. Although I was close. See, I was close. Oh yeah, you know what I like about playing this game on the emulator too? Is there is no latency, and I can actually look at my recording software while actually recording this, obviously. And I'm actually playing all this shit in real time as opposed to dealing with any latency. Because let me tell you that with the Let's Go playthrough that I was doing, I had to fucking adjust my settings all the time because of the latency that came between the my voice recordings and also the game's recordings. Like my reactions were kind of occurring, I think, prior to the sceneries, like the scene that was going on, like the gameplay. So it kind of made everything seem kind of off, and I always had to fucking like adjust the settings so that everything looks synced, and even then it's not perfect. So playing this game real time feels really good right now. And if I recorded it off my GameCube, I would have had to deal with that same bullshit latency, which is something I really don't like. And the fact that Pokemon Sword and Shield is about to come, and we're gonna have to use the Switch to record everything, because I don't think there's a way to actually record from your Switch, like on the handheld form. You have to actually record it from the dock if you want to actually use the capture board. So I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna really like that experience, since I'll have to. Jeez, I can't talk. I have to like adjust the freaking settings, you know, to make everything sync well, and that's annoying. It's because I don't like when these things are so difficult to do. But anyways, digression aside, wave schedule added to waves missions. Okay, in story mode, this is actually gonna keep reoccurring because in mission mode there's storms mission, there's waves missions. And a lot of waves missions or schedules are being added to the mission mode as I play because of the tracks that I'm unlocking here, such as Night Chase here, which is essentially it's a redesign of Metal City, the first track that I played in Hero Story. Oh boy, I don't know why explaining all this shit is so hard. Like I can't. It's because I can't talk, man. You saw all that stuttering I did earlier.
Just floats, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah, you see, this is why it tells you this is the same story but just told from a different perspective.
Sorry, but it's just too funny.
Yeah, you're Finny.
Huh? That gear's unusual.
Customized it myself.
See, here's Wave's perspective on this entire scene from last time.
This isn't half bad for an amateur. Still, you can never.
She thinks a lot and says a lot of things that you didn't see in the last scenario. You're still a bitch, Wave. Seriously. How do you gotta do your boy Tails like that, bro? I'll admit, I even felt bad for Tails in this scene.
It was good for a laugh.
Poor guy. Like, what did he ever do to her?
Shorty.
Oh, that girl. Who does she think she is?
No kidding. Oh yeah, she's pure evil, obviously. Defeat Amy. So, you know, as you can see, Wave probably did eliminate Amy, because you do have to win here in first place. The interesting thing about this story particularly is that we're playing as the antagonists here, or at least what we're supposed to believe is the antagonists. Maybe they're not even antagonists, but more so anti-heroes, with Eggman being the primary antagonist, but I don't know, these guys always came off that way. But maybe, again, they're anti-heroes because they're more so for the competition, but at the same time, I fall down like an idiot. But they also try to collect the Chaos Emeralds so they can get access to the Babylon treasure. You know what I like about Wave? Is that she's like this techie geek, and because of that, when she does this boosting shit, like when she gets the level 2 boost, she actually reveals to have a... Wait, hold on. She reveals to have this fucking wrench on her hand. Like, what is she, a moderator? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, she has this damn wrench, and it's like, yo, this chick be holding this damn wrench, and she just swung it at one of these robots, which is kind of cool. It makes Wave look hella badass, and I like it. But I'll admit that when I played this game, like, the only time I really played as Wave, like, it was only through this story mode. I never really played her on the regular tracks. Not to mention, in the mission mode, you're gonna find out more about the mission mode. I don't know if on video or on streams, because like I said, I'm considering streaming this game, but you don't really do anything with Jet, Storm, or Wave in the mission modes. Like, you don't play as those characters there. That's all I'm gonna say, without giving it too much away. But yeah. And also, I'm third and I'm not even realizing it. Like, holy damn. Yeah, I was supposed to do another spinny thing, but I messed up. Did I even make the first one? I don't even remember. I'm ahead of Amy though, which I guess. Oh well, not anymore. What the fuck? I gotta pick up the ante, man. Okay, we got a nice shortcut. Got the 100 ringer that I happen to know is here because I've played this game before. I'm not a dumbass. I'm not gonna act like I've played this game for the first time ever because that's clearly not true. I'm not that disingenuous. I made a poor landing here, or the jump was pretty poor. The landing was alright. Got a nice ass ranking, but damn, why am I so behind still? How the hell? Why the hell am I so... Dude, how the hell is Amy so ahead of me? What the fuck? Dude, I was clearly not paying attention. I was talking way too much and I forgot about Amy. Just... Oh my god. Amy, you fucking bitch. Yeah, she almost beat my ass. We gotta hurry the fuck up. Yeah, just get out there. Oh, look at that. She's holding explosives on her hands too. Like, yo, this chick is like some kind of pyrotechnic or some shit. I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, that's one of the things I like about Wave is that she has like a lot of things that you don't typically see chicks doing. Like holding wrenches, holding explosives, doing evil things. Like, jeez, this chick's all kinds of badassery. And she is a chick, if you catch my drift. Okay, but anyways, all bad jokes aside, let's get into the next scenario. Like I said, this we're only 11 minutes in and we're already in the third act. This scene here looks like a repetition of the first scene earlier, but what this scene reveals is that, yeah, he got his ass beat by Knuckles, and then he comes to, Jet for, like, I don't know, to report, I guess.
He must have used some special type of gear.
Or maybe you're just stupid.
That you lost because of my gear? No one can tune a gear the way I can.
See, she's even confident.
Buddy, it's not the board.
She just
Your
knows.
skills just suck.
What? Suck?
Yes, S-U-C-K suck.
Imagine if she said fuck. Like, jeez, that would be so R-rated.
Now, let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business.
I believe our colleague Eggman, he's gotta be hiding something. And you know, I don't like secrets.
Eggman does
so
tend to
I've
be
got a
quite
job for
secretive
you,
and
Storm.
manipulative, to say the least, honestly.
I want you to sneak into
Wouldn't
Eggman's
surprise me if he
base
were to
and
be
find out
hiding
what he's
something.
hiding there. Make sure you look carefully.
But even if he was hiding something, it's only a matter of time before he actually just
Before you
blows
go,
everybody's, like, cover.
bring something back or don't return it all.
Yes, sir.
That sounds pretty ruthless, honestly. Like, what if he can't bring anything? Are you just gonna fire him? Disown him? I don't know. That frame sounded too damn loud. It sounded like a box full of metal or some shit. I don't know. Like, jeez, this guy can kick an entire table. This man's too powerful, man. Gotta watch out. Leave Eggman Robot behind us. Ice Factory. So this is essentially the Egg Factory from the last session, but now it's like basically in ice now, like an ice setting. It's all covered in ice, basically. So basically here we're doing basically what we did with Knuckles. We're just traversing the stage, beating robots. Actually, in this game, we're not playing against Knuckles though, because as you saw in the cutscene, Storm lost to Knuckles, so he's kind of eliminated, I believe, from the race now, like from the tournament, I guess. And now it's up to Wave and Jet to continue the Babylon legacy of being top notch and whatnot. I don't know. But right now what Storm is doing is just going into Eggman's base looking for some information about what Eggman's really up to, you know. But in the meantime, he has to deal with these robots that Eggman laid around just in case something stupid happens, and like keep Storm distracted in this race here. But once he wins, he'll simply just look for what he needs to, like a normal person. And once again, the one thing I don't like about these dang power characters is the amount of air they use up. when drifting, when boosting, but they seem to lose it a lot quicker than other characters. I feel. I could be so wrong, and I could just be observing this poorly. Maybe the way I'm coordinating these characters on the power category is different, and maybe I'm not realizing it. And as a result, that's why maybe it seems that way, but I don't know. But this is basically the reason why I almost never use characters like Knuckles or Storm. It's just because, I don't know, their air management seems a lot more difficult. But again, I could just be inexperienced. After all, I almost never use these characters anyway. I can't even drift. And look how much air I lost just for trying to drift. Like, bruh. Also, I'm actually really terrible at the drifting aspect. But yo, he can pull off some moves, freaking Storm. I like how he grunts too. He's like, Hur! Like, yo, he sounds badass when he does it. He's like Knuckles. Like, the power characters are just hella badassery. But like, you know, I just don't play them because they're kind of hard to use, it seems. And again, that whole losing too much air. But again, I don't know. Whatever the problem is with these power characters, like, I don't know. I'm too lazy to find out though, so I just stick to what I usually use anyway. Which, from my personal experience, I think the one I have easier time managing is the flying type characters. Like, I use more flying type characters than I do speed characters or freaking speed characters or the, what's it called? What was the other one? The flying type characters or power type characters. Jeez, I'm stupid. Oh, this stupid guy is about to fuck my shit up. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, it's because one of the robots was catching up to me. I was about to lose it. But damn, I'm telling you, Storm loses too much gas. And I do the same button mashing on the fucking boosting button, like with all the characters. But Storm and Knuckles always lose the air like the quickest. It's weird. There's stuff about this game that even though I've played it for many years, there's still things about this game I still don't know about. It's crazy. But yeah, unlocking more shit as usual. And whew, yeah, feeling exactly like Jet right now. Relaxing. Well, Miss Hasty over here is just waiting for Storm to get over here. What's up?
What's taking Storm so long?
I mean, he has to infiltrate Eggmans Base for crying out loud. Act like that's easy.
Really, Jet? How can you be so relaxed at a time like this? Don't you see? As the leader, you've got responsibilities. Some you understand, but you...
I'll give it to Wave that she's actually at least good at maintaining her position as one of the Babylon Rogues. Since Jet seems to just literally do whatever the heck he wants, honestly. But again, that's kind of what I like about Jet, honestly, is that he's very, like... He doesn't really let anything get in his way. Not even the responsible one that is Wave here. There's a reason she's the most dastardly of the three. It's because she actually knows how to do things, basically. Hell, she even says so right here.
Jet! You come back here, right now! Why do I even bother? Unless I take charge, nothing ever gets done here.
Believe it or not, there's like a point in there that I can kind of relate to, but I'm not really going to go into it. Either way, we do have to win first place here again as well. I guess here Jet is just simply catching up to where he saw Sonic or some shit, and in the meantime he's just gonna race a bunch of robots. This is the one racetrack that kind of makes the less sense being in this story, since it has literally nothing to do with anything. But I'm just gonna have to race against these robots, I guess. Or maybe this was a track that he did before, well, I don't know, before getting to Sonic or something? I don't know. Or maybe none of that, honestly. Maybe it's just some other shit, I don't know. This robot, and I couldn't even touch him, what the hell? I have to remember I'm a speed character here, so I should be able to get out of the way. Yeah, get ahead of these damn robots that are somehow very damn quick. It should be noted that these robots can be kind of busted. Oh shit. Ay, ay, ay. I'm hitting everything. What the hell? I would go here in the rail there, but you know, it's kind of dangerous to go there. And I don't know. I mean, if I ever get in on that, you'll find out why I think they're dangerous, but for now, I don't want to risk anything, as I do want to try to win this. Although I think I'm ahead by a long shot right now, but you know, even falling out of one area can cause me to like lose everything. And I kind of don't want that, truth be told. Now we're gonna... That was bad. I'm actually still bad at executing moves to get good rankings. But yeah. Once again, these tracks are all just basically remixes of their counterparts from the last story. But some of them are actually a little unique, but there's some areas where they're just too similar to their counterparts basically. And the fact that it doesn't use completely different music is kind of what makes the whole, like, yeah, there's more tracks in this game, but the fact that there's less diverse music makes it feel like it's still lacking in variety. And what the fuck? I got 100 rings just to lose them all. And worse, I'm actually fucking... Jeez, I'm about to... Bruh. I fall down. I told you. I fall down once and I immediately lose my grip. Oh, no, bitch. I failed. Wow. How the hell did he even get ahead of me when I was in front of him? Whatever. That stupid robot. I'm gonna fuck you up for that shit. Bitch. That's what you get for fucking beating me, son of a bitch. This is like the first time I actually lose on something. That's actually unfortunate. And it was all because I fell down once. I told you this shit was gonna happen. But damn. It's because this stage is also kind of like a little like... It's kind of hard to see too. And it's also kind of hard to get on these grinding rails too, honestly. It's the thing that pisses me off the most. Is how hard it is to get on the grinding rails. This is why the speed characters annoy me too. For me, that's why the flying characters have always been the ones I use the most, because they're easier to get into those like ring areas to fly and whatnot. But getting on those goddamn rails is a pain in the fucking ass. I can't even get on that one, even though that one's actually a pretty dangerous one to get on if you actually manage to get on it. Here, you just simply, with the flying character, you just simply have to go straight. I guess after this I can kind of give you guys an example of what I mean when I say that playing as a flying character is probably a lot better. But yeah, like here, if you miss that grinding rail, you'll just run off the damn track and you'll just fall off and get fucking last again. Like, jeez, yeah, I'm flying, alright, because I'm a hawk, damn it. Look how ahead of it I am of everybody now. I don't know if the AI just decided to settle down or something. I kind of don't like that if that's the case, honestly, though, because I need this shit to be as hard as possible so that this game isn't too easy. But if they did that, that's kind of lame. I got my 100 rings back, though, which is good. So that means when I progress through the story, I'm going to get my 100 rings nonetheless. I don't think you lose rings here if you end up failing on winning a race, so there's almost like not a whole lot of consequence when you miss out on these races anyway. Like, you don't have to start from the very beginning or anything like that. You just simply have to, I don't know. You just simply have to redo it until you win. And no rings will be lost, you still get them here. You're gonna see right here. Hold on. Getting to the results, See? All the rings were still there. Nothing was lost, so... I may have failed, but honestly, you just simply have to redo it again. I think it's just cool when you're just like not losing that easily. But again, I'm not an expert at this game. As much as I wish I was, I'm just not, so... White key track unlocked. If this game could have had like different music for these tracks, it would have felt a lot more unique playing in them, honestly. But because it has the same track, it usually feels like it's as if I'm playing the same track but with a different design, honestly. It's like the same stage part 2 kind of, but I don't know. You know that with me, music is everything, honestly. Boss!
Sorry to keep you waiting for me.
No problem, bro.
How'd it go?
Well, he beat the robots at least.
Take a look at this, boss.
Gimme.
All this Babylon text that I can't understand. Only they can.
Is this?
What is it?
It's an entry in Eggmans Diary. It's about the Babylon treasure from our ancient ancestors.
Yes, our ancestors, bruh. I don't know, man. Diary. A lot of... Why does Eggman have a lot of Babylon tech? Well, I guess because he got it from, I guess, somewhere in Babylon. And he just translates, I guess.
Can you believe the real treasure is the ancient but advanced technology of the Babylonians? What irony!
This smart
I
ass.
found a story about a boy who received an angel wing from the Babylonians as a gift. The story says that with it, the boy was able to rule the world. And this was just a gift. I'm anxious to find this technology as soon as possible. Imagine the vast possibilities of the technology they must have kept for themselves.
Imagine. But at the same time, it hasn't really affected anything, honestly, throughout the course of history.
Oh well. Guess this was just a wasted effort. Too bad, really. I haven't the slightest interest in world domination or advanced technology.
I swear, this is kind of how I can be sometimes. I'm just like, okay, so I guess nothing was cracked up to be, so I guess I just screw it, I guess.
IQ of 300 after all. If he's interested in this technology, it must have value.
But look at Wave, always persisting, man. She insists, man.
Think about it. It may be more valuable than finding silver.
Like, Jet was ready to wing it all, and Wave is here, like, reminding him, hey, we gotta still do this, bro. I'm telling you, Wave is like the primary villain here. Or at least the most proficient as a villain here.
I was just having this great daydream.
See, she's even able to keep him at bay.
Jet. It's time to go back to the race.
All right, let's finish this. Then we'll finally get the treasure of Babylon.
Unfortunately, only Jet can do this because Wave and Storm apparently both got eliminated by Tails and Knuckles respectively. So it's only up to Jet to win the World Grand Prix. Even though Wave kind of helped him cheat in a way. But now I'm under the suspicion that Jet had like literally nothing to do with him winning the way he did earlier. But as you can see, no Wave, no Storm, just Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Because again, Wave and Knuckles got eliminated by Storm, or got eliminated, or Wave and Storm got eliminated by Tails and Knuckles. Jeez, I can't talk, man. Spare me the speech impediment. I don't know. Oh, can I get the 100 ringer? Yes, I got it. Oh, now you just gotta not get struck by Sonic or anything like that. Whoop. Now this track should be easy. Look how cool this redesign of the Sand Ruins is. It's called Dark Desert, but like this redesign really gives it a unique design. I sometimes wish this thing got its own unique track. But don't get me wrong, this music is still fine. It's just that it would have been nice to have some more variety. And I could have so gone on those rails, but I didn't do it because I'm stupid. Gotta drift to go fast, obviously. It's easy to get the X ranking here since there's a lot of distance. It's usually where there's less distance where you can actually not really do much. This track really requires a lot of focus though, because look how many drifts and turns you have to make. Oh, hopefully I don't miss the grind rail. I missed the grind rail. Damn it. Oh, this could be bad actually. Because now Sonic is right up my alley. And he just passed me. God damn it. Ah, shit. Get out of here, Sonic. Okay, jeez. We gave him the biggest beating of a lifetime here. But he's catching up like no tomorrow, man. And I hit the fucking speed thingies, which was not part of the plan. Ooh. Gotta watch out with Knuckles hitting through that wall too, honestly, because then he'll take all my rings. And I got the 100 ringer, so I don't want to lose that. I need those rings to buy more gears. Oh, jeez. I just flew across everything here without being able to jump. Look at Jet. Like, I'm drifting a lot and boosting a lot and like pushing that B button all the damn time. And I'm not losing as much air as, say, like Knuckles or something. And God, why is Sonic ahead of me? God. Jeez, I have to keep smacking Sonic like senseless just to get him off my back. Like, jeez. Oh, jeez, I had to go super damn fast. Okay, jeez. Don't want to have to lose again, man. Because that last one was just pure cheese, man. But damn. See, like, this is why I like Jet. Because Jet is a hero here. He fucking, like, Tails and Knuckles both eliminated Wave and Storm respectively. But it was Jet that they still couldn't get a hold of. Even though I think Sonic could have still had him if it wasn't for the fact that Wave had to kind of cheat. Like, jeez him. Wave, you're such an evil... I don't know. I don't know, man. You're just evil, period. I don't even know what the hell I wanted to say. I was lost. But, yeah. So, interestingly enough here, in the last story session, we actually had to pursue Eggman. But here, everything is a lot different.
Newsflash. A mysterious airborne object has just appeared above the site where the World Grand Prix is being
Yeah,
held.
that's the Babylon Garden.
Apparently, Sonic and his friends have gone to investigate. We'll try and get more details right after this important
I'm surprised they don't mention that Eggman, like, stole the Chaos Emeralds from Jet and just ran off with it. Because that was done in front of an entire stadium.
Looks like we have company.
We gonna rumble?
Gotta love how they do that knuckle shit.
Targeting, attack.
Attack. I like how he says attack instead of attack.
Knuckles, now's not the time to fight.
They look like fucking kamikazes from Serious Sam. Holy shit.
Let's get out of here.
The robots.
Forget the red mutt. Let's go,
The
Storm.
red mutt.
Did she say red mutt? Why you?
That is like a Rouge moment right there.
Knuckles, wait for me.
Where Knuckles gets triggered by some kind of saying towards him. Now here, interestingly enough, instead of racing, like to settle a score, we're just simply running away from the robots that Eggman was laying around and whatnot. And because Wave is the only character that was like here, I guess they decided to go with her. They could have had Storm doing this, but I guess they were too preoccupied with Knuckles or some shit. I don't know. Plus, Wave was also leading the way, I guess, so that's why I guess we play as Wave here. Would have been cool if they gave us the option to like pick between either Storm or Wave, but I mean, I don't have a problem with Wave either. Wave is kind of fun. Like I don't think I used her a lot other than here in story mode, but she was always fun to use. It's like one of those, oh shit, I almost fell out. It's like one of those where you have like these friends or these people that you associate with that are not friends but mutuals, but like every exchange you have with them is always a good one, so it's like no problems. Like I have no problem with Wave. Wave is pretty cool. And holy shit, she's kind of interesting as a character. Oh, and she's badass because she's a techie geek for some reason. And she holds wrenches and fucking explosives. Like she was some kind of like if she's going out to do some real business or something, I don't know. Also, this theme for Skyro, which is the same one as Babylon Garden, by the way, it seems to suit Wave more better than it did Sonic, honestly. Like, I feel like this is Wave's theme for some reason. There's like, I get a Wave vibe out of this theme. Maybe because Wave has that fucking villainous vibe about her, because she's like one of the only people that does like what she's supposed to do as one of the Babylon rogues. Be thieves. And you gotta carry out the duties or some shit. I don't know. But yeah. I try my best not to explore the entirety of these tracks because they're very damn complicated if you end up just missing out or something. This in itself is already hard. Because here, if you miss, you'll fall out of the stage completely and you'll just be screwed. Look at that wrench she has. But I have to, like, that was only short-lived because I have to make that optimal jump. Otherwise, I'll be at the bottom of that area. This one was actually kind of easy, but if you actually are forced to not ride through that turbulent area, then you're gonna have a hard time basically. Cause there's, once again, like Skyro is kind of just like what's it called? like Babylon Garden. Although I think Babylon Garden was harder, honestly. Skyroad is not as hard, especially if you got this nice turbulent shortcut to go across and skip a bunch of the pain in the rear end that is this track. But anyways, continuing. We beat Tails. I think Storm was right behind me too, so Babylon Rogues win this round. Hell yeah. This is the cool thing, is that you get to actually play as the borderline antagonist in this story mode, as opposed to the heroes. Unlocking more tracks because, you know, this is a different version of the story and whatnot, and we're unlocking a bunch of alternatives. Now here, Wave finally catches up and gets to this point.
Don't play games with me.
So that's how it all culminated. Even though I don't know how Tails and Knuckles ended up on that side. Maybe they split up, who knows.
If they don't want it, then let's take it. Treasure is treasure.
Okay, so here's where we get into that part of the
Come on, let's get out of here.
the Babylon treasure. In the last story mode, we had to, or story session, I had to, like, they just cut the game right there.
Okay, let's go.
But here, there's a little more to the whole, I guess, story of Babylon, I guess. It's interesting because we actually had to play as these guys to get to this point of the game. The music that goes on here, like, it's very, very dark for some reason. Like, it's like, holy shit. I get like Metarix vibes out of this shit, like, you know, the Metarix from Sonic X. Like, I get vibes out of this shit, out of this music. Like, the ambience is so real.
What?
He's using Calm Mind.
Finally, something.
And now he looks like he's getting hypnotized for some reason. He digs it. That looks like the Great Beyond or some shit. I don't know. It's crazy how the ground looks like it's moving endlessly or some shit. Like it's if the entire room was a conveyor belt or something.
The door's closing.
Hurry up!
They had to hurry. Tails almost got caught. Like, holy shit. Freaking Sonic is like, he just shows up just to go. But yeah. So this is like the final boss in this story mode.
What's this?
And it's kind of an interesting, considering that this whole time we've been just racing nothing but our rivals, whether it be Sonic and his friends or Jet and his compadres. But here we have to raise the Guardian, interestingly enough. Kind of. You're gonna see how it all works, because I'm terrible at explaining things. But as you can see, we actually go back to playing as Sonic the Hedgehog once again, which is honestly kind of cool. I thought we were gonna play as Jet, or we could actually either pick any one of the characters that were present, but nah, we just have to play as Sonic. Would have been cool if they went with that, with the ability to like choose your characters here in those scenarios, like these where everybody's like there. Since they all get to just basically do what you're supposed to do here by beating the genie here. Whatever the hell this thing is, the Guardian. Looks like a genie to me though. The little ball that you have to hit looks like potentially a magic lamp or some shit. And Jet is like ahead of me, goddammit. I gotta try not to, like, if I want to win this first place, I gotta try to beat the genie without letting Jet get ahead of me too much, because if he does, that's kind of where things can get kind of complicated. But god, is it hard to keep up with this guy. Okay, we already got him once here. Now we gotta try to get ahead of Jet and have him not follow our turbulence, because if he does, then he'll catch up really, really easily. By the way, that's another thing I didn't mention about this game. You know those like turbulences that I actually like go on? That sometimes comes from when you're going too fast. And when you do that, you give the characters behind you a chance to catch up to you. And as a result, yeah, this stuff happens. Jet catches up to you like no problemo. And yeah, it becomes a little bit of a pain in the ass. Okay, I got ahead of him somehow. I guess he lost track of the turbulence, but yeah, if he catches up with your turbulence, he just beats you easily. But right now, I'm actually got the lead, and we already beat the Guardian, so now we just have to complete the track and not let what's-his-face catch up, and we win. Phew, that was a pretty quick track, but this track can actually take forever if you never catch up to the Guardian. because you just have to take him out 3 times. But if you don't take him out once, you can get past lap 1, but you'll have to keep doing endless laps until you actually strike the Guardian once. It's a pretty interesting track because of it, honestly. But yeah, after that's done... Ooh, he sounds funny. He disappears and leaves behind the Babylonian treasure, which nobody knows what it is. This could have so been some kind of like, I don't know, like shock fanfare or something. I don't know. I like how they both laugh. It's so funny. It just goes to show you that these guys just don't take Eggman seriously. Especially because he does foolish things like throwing his guns away like that. Damn right. It's a carpet that looks like a magic carpet. It has a letter in it from ancient times.
This looks interesting. At long last, we've completed our ultimate invention. With this, our lives will be easier without the need to work so
I had to assume that letter is covered in Babylonian text, so it's crazy how this guy is able to actually read all that.
It's amazing. The carpet's rich texture is a sight to behold, and the way it feels is extraordinary. Something such as
I swear, it looks like the carpet from Aladdin, I'll admit.
Undoubtedly, this carpet will be in high demand from all around the world. But what's this? No way.
It's a carpet.
I went to the trouble of holding the World Grand Prix for this?
Yeah.
I can't believe I just wasted my time for this piece of junk.
Failure.
What's this? Good eyes. Didn't think you'd spot it for a second, Shorty, but you did.
What?
Hey, what
No,
are
I'm
you
just
talking
kidding.
about?
This isn't just a piece of fabric.
Right. Take a look at the material. It's the same stuff we use for our extreme gear.
That's what I don't understand. I don't see any material there other than the texture of the carpet. Like there's literally nothing.
It's
Not sure, but maybe it's a prototype gear.
a magic carpet. I thought that those only existed in fiction. That's
Says the
funny.
talking anthropomorphic hedgehog.
I never imagined that we Babylonians could be descendants of real genies.
I mean, yeah. In a world of fiction, anything is possible. You can even fly, honestly. And that's the end of Babylon.
Leaving this place? Yeah, the back of the carpet.
Damn right
has
we're leaving
words
this place.
of wisdom. It says this was invented to allow Babylonians to travel all over the world to gather treasure. Some things never change, huh?
So it was all just for funsies? That's kind of crazy, honestly.
You better make sure you're
Things got
ready.
way too deep just for some funsies. That's
Once
crazy.
again. You bet.
Come on, Jet, it's time to split.
Damn, son. He just got smacked. Oh, man. That shit gets me every time. Oh, boy. So that's Jet. That's Sonic. Jet did it better than Sonic right there. Nonetheless, both of these characters are hella badass. I don't know why, but I always like these exchanges they make when they look at each other. Like it always looks like they have mutual respect for each other, despite their differences.
You may be fastest for now, but I'll be back, Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's what that guy from Sonic X said. The guy that races, I forgot what his name was, but he's supposed to be that uncle guy or from Chris Thorndike, the kid from Sonic X. The guy, his uncle, I forgot what his name was again, god damn it. But he's supposed to be, like, a guy who's all about speed, and therefore likes to be, like, the next speed racer, and actually, like, ride these cars that drive so damn fast, they're almost, they almost carry speed similar to that of Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's only to keep up with Sonic the Hedgehog, it's not even for, like, any actual purpose other than to just keep up with Sonic's speed. It's crazy. Even he said, one day we'll be back, but honestly, when's the last time you've seen that guy, honestly, in any game or even show for that matter? But Jet does appear in a few more games, actually. He does appear in a sequel of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I actually haven't played that game, by the way. I actually I have it, but I have never actually played it. My younger sibling has played it though, which is actually kind of interesting that this guy actually has played this game before, but I haven't. It's because I haven't had time, honestly. Like, I'm a guy who does a lot of things, particularly just nothing but work though. It's really, really obnoxious how work alone just takes a lot of your damn time, and as a result, I don't really have a lot of time to play a lot of video games. But yeah, there's Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, and then there's also Sonic Free Riders, which I believe is a Xbox 360 exclusive. Haven't gotten any of these games yet, and I'm looking for a time where I can actually get them and probably play it and show it here on this channel, because doing this shit is kind of fun for some reason. But yeah, in the meantime, yeah, I decided to just showcase at least Sonic Riders, because this game was also pretty good, at least for its time. It's still fun for me today, honestly. And honestly, besides the graphics, not a whole lot feels dated at all, honestly. This is just me though. Some people might see it differently, might see it way too dated, but for me I think it's fine, honestly. Like, I don't really have problems with it. I could definitely go back to this game. But at the same time, you guys have to remember that I'm also kind of like nostalgic type of dude. Like, I always seem to like playing old games anyways, or I'm pretty old fashioned. I like a lot of stuff that's old, you know. I'm not really as contemporary as other people. There's a reason I played ORAS in 2019, for crying out loud. It's just because I'm not like other people. I'm not as contemporary. I try not to be like, but at the same time, you know that it's kind of necessary if you're trying to keep up with what other people do sometimes. But there's times when I just like to do my own thing. But yeah. So anyway, so this is gonna be part 2 of the session for Sonic Riders. This is where we got the Babylon story down, basically. Now from here, once you beat the story mode, the only thing really you gotta do, honestly, if you want to do more stuff in this game, is I think the World Grand Prix. Now, if you're wondering what's the difference between doing World Grand Prix in story mode than normal race mode, there's a couple of unlockables that you can get if you end up doing well. It also spares you the Babylon Garden track too as well when you do World Grand Prix. It also spares you from the cutscenes if you're not into that either, honestly. You just simply do the World Grand Prix like a normal sequence of racetracks and whatnot. Now the bike type extreme gear was added to the shop. And why? Because aside from new missions to Storm's mission and Waves missions, and getting the digital dimension track, which is supposed to be a counterpart to the track that we were just doing right now with Babylon Guardian. That's the track, the one that has the Guardian. But we also unlocked the Eggman character, which is why the biker type gear was added to the list of gear types, I guess, because extreme gear, just like the characters, have their own categories as well. There's the skating types, there's the bike types, and then there's the board types, I think is what it's called. I guess it's normal, I don't know. And only some characters can use either of the categories, although they're not fixated into one. I think there's various ways you can use the gears with different characters, but some characters are prohibited of using some gears for unknown reasons. Ending added to theaters in extra mode. Oh yeah, by the way, I never actually mentioned what I didn't like about this, honestly. So hold on. Magic Carpet, E-Rider. Okay, yeah, that's Eggman's gear. But the thing I didn't like about the whole the theater mode that they just mentioned here, if you go to extras right here, you get a list of options for things like the theater, where you get to actually watch cutscenes for the game, such as the opening title here, the CG cutscene from over there in the hero story, the scene where Jet collects all of the Chaos Emeralds, the scene where it ends in Babylon story, and tutorial. Like, these are the 5 clips you got, and unfortunately this is all you get. You don't actually get the clips from, like, when they're talking with each other throughout the story mode. You don't get like any of the in-betweeners, basically. You only get like the superficial. Like, you only get beginning and ending, which is kind of weird, honestly. Like, I don't get why they did that, honestly, and why they couldn't include the rest of the cutscenes. Maybe, just maybe, I can only suspect that it's probably because of the lack of time, or not the lack of time, or maybe, yeah, maybe it could be time constraints. Either that, or this game, because it's on a GameCube port, they didn't have room to put everything in there. Perhaps. Maybe the other versions, like the Xbox and PlayStation versions, have it, but yeah, unfortunately the GameCube version doesn't have that, honestly. So yeah. So yeah, that's part 2 for Sonic Riders. That's where we cover the Babylon story. Now, as for doing stuff like the World Grand Prix and maybe the mission mode, I'm really considering streaming it. Maybe not World Grand Prix, but mission mode is definitely something I'm feeling like streaming. But I need to know how to fucking stream though, because honestly, if I don't know how to stream, the whole thing can just become a huge mess, and that's not what I want, honestly. So I'm like, the World Grand Prix, I think I can do still, but I might not actually provide any commentary. I might not, just because I don't know. I don't really feel it's necessary. Just because honestly, I don't know. It's just doing like what I did here, but only we're not watching any clips. So I don't know. And not to mention, I want to do very well, and I don't want to freaking keep messing up like I do. And plus, maybe you'll get to see how good I can play this game. But I can't keep like talking, because that actually really is a distraction for me, honestly. But I thought it was pretty cool to kind of give my like opinions on the story mode, because you know, story mode is usually a fun thing to talk about most of the time when I play through these games. Playing through World Grand Prix like a normal racetrack with no cutscenes or anything like that doesn't really give you enough room to really talk about anything. You just simply have to play through the races. But don't get me wrong, it is fun nonetheless. It's just that, you know, there's ways to approach it. But anyways, with all that said, I'll catch you guys for another session or something. For now, just take it easy and have yourselves a damn good one.